Hi everybody, today we are going to be unboxing the brushes by Artyshils. I'm very excited about this because it came also with a very nice personalized card. This is by Artyshils. So they send out a very nice card with a beautiful message, a handwritten name, handwritten face. This is owned by Shilpalala. So let's find out how the brushes are. I've got two sets of brushes here today. These are synthetic hair brushes for acrylic painting, oil painting and watercolor painting. You can see that they have different tips. I'm quite excited by them, especially these. And then there is another one which are round brushes. So let's find out how these fare. I'm going to also try them out on a sheet, and let's create some swatches and see how it is. So the first thing that I'll be unboxing is the round brushes, and then we will do the detailed brushes. I love the packaging. It also came inside a very beautiful box of a gift wrap. So these come as closures. They help to keep your brushes safe during travel. You don't necessarily have to keep them. In fact, it's going to be quite hard to put your brush back into these. So let's get these brushes out. Nice. So we've got a nice good set of round brushes. So we have number 10, 6, 0. So we're going to try them out in that order. So far I've seen brushes which are generally very dark brown in color, or they have like a nice mustard. This is a really nice off-white to brown. They look really beautiful, more than brushes. So I'm quite happy to see how they are, especially the size number 12. So let's start. We'll start with probably size number 12, and we'll see how the strokes are and how we feel about these brushes. So I'm going to try these out on watercolor sheets to see how these hold water. And here goes brush number 12. So when I dip them, probably you should see that, or that's fine. So when I dip them in my brush, it's a very nice pink. Let's hope that the color goes away from it. They're very smooth. So I'm trying out a few techniques. They are lovely. I like how the tip is very smooth over here, even though it's a round brush number 12. But I'm still able to create very thin lines with it. So far it's a complete yes. I have washed them. Let's see if the purple or the pink color goes away from it, and yes, it has. That's awesome. So now let's try number 10. We'll go one by one with all the brushes. So now I'm going to try number 10. So most of the time you will have to wash your brush first to ensure that if there is any wax or any glue which is in them, that goes away. So we're going to create something now with blue. So I'm trying the same technique because this is kind of hard to get in a lot of brushes, and if you get this technique in your brush, then it's perfect. So these are not like mop brushes. They don't have a big belly, yet it's able to create pretty good texture and very good lines. Again, the tip is beautiful. I'm able to create lovely lines with them. This is again a win for me. Now we're going to do number 8. I'm pretty sure all of them are quite same, but I'm very excited to see the colors that they are going to get, the thickness of each one of them. Now I need to take a little more water. So I guess this, from the size 8, it'll probably be more useful for me for doing poster colors maybe, and detailing. Acrylics, definitely. Gouache. I think this is going to be my go-to brush for gouache. And maybe smaller size leaves. Let's create some nice lines with it. Perfect. I'm going now to number 6. I really like the fact that the brushes don't stain. So I'm trying first with thin lines and then we'll go on to the details. It is quite helpful. So I'm trying to create some swatches to see how it holds the color in it. Quite nice. Now, number 4. Let's try some yellow in this. I really like that it's much easier to hold. These are so comfortable to hold. I would highly recommend these, and they are very, very cost effective. You should go and try it out. I bought these off their official website. Brilliant packaging, very good communication in terms of when the package is going to arrive and when it's not. We're going to now try size 2. So you have to understand also that the sizing is kind of different from most of the other brush sizes that we would get. I think what you would normally get in a 4 or in a 2 outside is probably what you would get in a 6 or a 4 in this one. So you get like a very holistic brush set. So I'm going to now try the number 2-1 in this, and it's very good. Like, it feels very smooth. None of the brush hair are sticking out. This is absolutely lovely. I think this is going to be my go-to brush. So I really like the fact that the size number 0 has a thinner tip. So this is a very important one, especially I think it completely depends also person to person, but for me this is a full absolute win, because when you're doing minute details it makes sense to have something really tiny rather than having a very broad or a long tip. Personally, this is what I prefer. So you will know now how beautifully this comes out. Oops. Yes, this is so good. So if I have to do an outline, if I have to draw a box, this is perfect. So there's absolutely no fear. You can hold it like a pencil. You can go flat, you can also go very sharp. So this round brush set is an absolute win. I think it's a brilliant set. So if you guys are looking to invest in something Indian made and also something which is extremely affordable, then please go ahead and get these round brushes by Artyshils. They are brilliant. I think even for an artist range, they are very good. Please try it out. So the next one that I'm going to be unboxing is these. These look extremely interesting to me. They all have a very different tip. So let's see how these do. So we'll pick them out. Can you see how long this is? This is very good when you want to do branches, when you want to do leaves. This also is for a similar purpose. You can make a lot of different textures. And again, this is a brilliant set which has been developed. You can see how much of thought process has gone into this. So we have a 00, 000, and this is even better. These are very nice when you want to put minute details, like in a portrait when you want to do eyes and you don't want to go wrong with it. A lot of times it has happened with tons of us, so that is a perfect use of it. So let's see how all of these fare. We'll try with this flat one. So once you wash the brush, you'll see that all the wax goes away, all the binders which are generally there will go away, so it's perfect that way. It's so sleek and smooth to hold it, and they help you to create a very nice texture. So this helps you to create a fat to a thin one. So currently I'm testing them out in watercolors. You could always use these for any surface. I think these will also be very good for acrylics. So there's one. And the next thing is the staggered one. So these can be used to create very nice textures as well. After washing, let's try some texture with this, some pattern. So if I have to create long leaves with a shape, these are very, very good. Grass, that is a really nice effect that you can make with this. Now let's try this one. It's very interesting. I've probably not seen all of these kinds before. We've made it using different brushes. So these are very good also for florals, especially when you want to do like tiny minute details. And I like that these brushes aid you in creating different shapes without actually having to go through that trouble. So let's try now these long ones and see how they are. Once you wash it, you'll notice that it comes together in a really lovely way. And we're going to try it out. Very, very thin. Thinner than what's needed. These will also be very good when you want to do like details. Let's say we want to add some highlights, or we want to add details. What I can think of in my mind right now is if I have to do some animal fur, then this would be absolutely perfect, especially when I want to create a texture like this where I take less water, more pigment, and I can create like a nice grassy effect. That's one. We'll try its brother. Let's see what's the difference between them. This is size 00 and this is 0. So this will be a slightly thicker one as compared to the earlier one. So let's try the same effect on that, or right next to it. You can see how it is. So these are perfect for fur, for hair, grass. So many things you can create with this. Now let's move on to the last few. There is one here. We did a similar one earlier, but that was a little fatter at the base. This is size 00 in the same range. So these come as a group or as a set. They create very, very nice patterns, or the shapes which they create. So it's a very natural one, directly from the brush that you can create. Now let's go to this one. So this looks to me as a regular round brush which has a very sharp end. It's just a little longer than the earlier one that we had. Some of these are also called as the precision brushes. You can see the difference between these two. This has a slightly fatter belly as compared to that. Now we have this size. We saw its brother earlier. I'll bring that back again. Can you see how these are all from the same family? Just fatter, thinner, smaller in size. I like how so much attention to detail has been paid, and they've really understood the needs of a designer, or like all kinds of artists. You could use it for creating any kind of piece that you want. Here's the last one, and I think the best one. We're going to create some nice details with it. Let's see how this comes. It's absolutely perfect. Especially like when you have to create details like a nose, like the lips. So this is an absolute win for me. For the price that they have, I think these are under 700 rupees INR. So it's a steal. Please go check these out, especially whether you're a beginner or an advanced level artist or a professional. I think these work perfect for everybody alike, and the pricing is just absolutely brilliant. So please go and try it out. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it was helpful for you. If it was, then please do subscribe for my channel, because I'm going to be putting up a lot of videos on different kinds of art to help you out. Thanks so much. Bye.